Hey everybody, Susan here from Allegheny Roots. Welcome to our channel. This is our last day in Amish country. Stay tuned for a sweet story from my mom about growing up going to a one-room schoolhouse. Here we go, pulling out of the driveway from our cabin for the very last time. As you can see, it was kind of a little bit of a long lane. If you watched our arrival video, then you know that there was a damaged koi pond off to the left, or I mean, sorry, over to the right on that one. We think it got damaged in the storms last year in 2022. And so this is just the road that we were staying on. It was very picturesque. And it was also very narrow, and the people that were driving that probably live in this area, they had no qualms about taking these curves and these hills on this narrow road. They had no qualms about taking them at a good speed. I drove a little slower because it was a narrow road. I'm used to more narrow roads where I live too, but this was just a little bit even more narrow than what I'm used to, and especially going around curbs. I just didn't want to, hit anybody. So we were headed to this was our last morning, of course. We first were headed to Hirschberger's. Hirschberger's is a bakery that is actually, it was just right down the road from where we stayed. And so that was really, really convenient. We did go to Hirschberger's bakery the very first day we were here and got some snacks for our time. But then we also stopped on our last day to just get some things for home. We had some special requests from family members to take things home. So we decided to go to Hirschberger's. One thing I noticed, and I mean, that's Hirschberger's right there in front of you, where that truck is pulling in. We're going to go to the other side of it though. And one thing I noticed about Hirschberger's is it was far busier on Saturday than it was any of the other days of the week. When we went on Wednesday, it wasn't this busy. On Saturday when we went, there were food trucks in the parking lot, so I wasn't able to get a really close parking spot, which was frustrating because I had my mom with me and I didn't want her to have to walk super far. She's 85, so I just didn't want her to have to hike to the store. But I did get a fairly close parking spot at least. I parked right behind this food truck. I did not film any in Hirschberger's itself because it was so busy, wall-to-wall people in there. After we left Hirschberger's, we then headed back to Berlin, where we were going to go up and go to Heine's Cheese and Kaufmann's. Kaufmann's Bakery. That's where, we all ended up at Kaufmann's. My sister Judy went to Heine's Cheese. But here we are coming into Berlin. And it was fairly early on Saturday morning, so things were just starting to pick up. You can see some people on the side there waiting to cross the street. There's still quite a bit of traffic, but this is nothing compared to Berlin on a Friday or Saturday later in the day. So like I said, we were still fairly early in the morning, and this is the main strip, the main area on Berlin, in Berlin, with all of the different stores and shops. And there are a couple of different restaurants there, and it's a very busy, very small little town. So when it is a busy time of day, there is a lot of traffic and a lot of congestion. So this is pretty smooth sailing, but like I said, it's still fairly early on a Saturday morning. I left the car audio on for this portion because my mom tells a sweet story about her one-room schoolhouse she grew up going to. I saw where the place is that has like the you know, like the tours, the heritage history museum type place. I'd like to go there one time, especially to see the one-room schoolhouse.
Yeah, and Tom took me to that Souders Village.
Where's that at? Is that up here? Or?
Yeah, I think it's on that towards Cleveland or something. They had a canal there too.
Oh, okay.
And then we went through that little village, and they had a one-room schoolhouse. We went inside it. I got to sit in one of the seats.
Did it take you back?
Yeah, sure did. This one-room school is much nicer than the one I went to. It's just clapboards slapped up,
Right.
wood stove in the middle.
And cold.
Right. It did have a blackboard. That's probably the most expensive part. And there was a whole wall of blackboard.
I wish I could have listened to my mom talk some more about growing up going to a one-room schoolhouse. But unfortunately, we arrived at Kaufman's just at that moment. So we had to cut the conversation short and go inside. While at Kaufman's, I bought a lot of things I didn't need, such as banana bread and some cookies and other yummy good things to eat. And like I said, that I didn't need after a week of indulging. This is just a few samplings of the selection they had there. Okay, hey everybody, we are home. We made it. We made it back from Amish country. Nothing crazy or weird happened on the way home, thank goodness. We didn't have any incidents or anything like that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed our Amish country series. If we go back next year, I'm planning on doing it again and film at some places. We usually go to a lot of the same places, but I didn't film everywhere. So maybe next year I can film at some of the places we go to that I didn't film at this year. If you haven't yet subscribed, please just click the subscribe button below. We are working towards having 100 subscribers by the end of the year, or by the end of the summer. I'm sorry. Don't know what I'm saying today. I'm tired from driving. So if you haven't yet, please just hit subscribe. It's free, it doesn't cost anything, and you'll be helping us reach our goal. I'm going to put all of the Amish country videos into its own playlist, so be sure to check that out if you have missed any of our Amish country videos. So thank you guys again for being here, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.